Dee, 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 dee. Come on, get caught up. What's this? Good evening, everybody. Okay, let me just check that we're live everywhere. We are good to go on the tube. This will make you laugh. So I just had an advert on YouTube about exercising and weight loss. I'm like, that's a bit cheeky. Let me just check that we're live on Facebook before we carry on. And we are live on Facebook, so let's just make sure the subtitles are off. Because, you know, they're like, no, they're not. They come on automatically. It does my head in. So good evening to everybody who is already with me. So let's just flick back to the tube. I'm so excited for this. I'll tell you all about it in a minute. So hi, Margaret, Jane, Saz. Well, I don't know. I don't even know what your real name is. Latin Lens. Margaret, Paula, Carol, Ellie, Angie, Edith, Jan, Caroline, Melanie, Joanne. I feel like a fabulous clip. I hope you're feeling better. I am getting there, Joanne. Thank you for asking. Not quite 100%, but getting there. Back at the doctor's today, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to go on about that. Hi, Linda. Hi, Anne. And let's just flick over to Facebook and say hello to everybody who's there. So, hi, Amanda, Sandra, Tracy, Caroli, Lynn, Diane, Susan, Linda, Anne, Jill, Pam, Di, David, Jill, Joanne. Oops, it's just jumped. Apologies if I've missed anybody because my mouse has just jumped. Catherine, Susan, Jackie, Janice, Carol, Linda, and everybody else is starting to jump in. Right, okay, let's take this off my screen. You can't see anything yet except for my glasses and a VersaFine ink pad. So just while we wait for everybody else to get logged in and with us, I'll tell you all about this absolutely gorgeous collection. So those of you that know me well, hi Chrissy, Edith, Jackie, Tracy, I'm still Pamela, Elaine, Kevin, Lee. Right, you're all jumping in now. Sandy. Right, so for those of you that know me really well, you'll know that I, in fact, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I've ever done, ever in my whole career, an exclusive release for anybody other than myself, Sentimentally Yours. I don't think I ever did it for CNC. I don't think I ever did it for Creative Expressions or anybody like that. So this is a first in many ways. So this is, you're going to absolutely love this. I love this, and you're going to hate me because it's a massive stock that we've ordered, but that will be it. So this, in the truest sense of the word, this is a limited edition. Once it's gone, it has gone, and it will never ever be back. It's a one-off. So obviously it's Hobby Maker's 4th birthday. I'm super excited to be a part of that. You all know I've made no secret about the fact that I love being with Hobby Maker. Everybody there is amazing. The presenters, the staff, the floor staff, they are just a breath of fresh air, even still. And we are 2 years in, believe it or believe it not. So when we were talking about their birthday celebrations and we started talking about me doing something exclusive, normally, as you know, I would say no. But this time, I don't think I ever have, Chrissy. This time I wanted to do something special for Hobby Maker because they've been so good with me. And also it's something special for you all as well, because it's not something that you're going to see again. So let's get all the technical stuff out of the way, and then we'll get cracking, and I'll show you this new release. So as ever, there will be a discount on the bundle. I'm not sure whether you can only buy the bundle or whether you can buy any of the individual elements, because Hobby Maker have put this. Hobby Maker have planned the show basically. So I don't know whether we can get it any individuals, or whether you can only get it as a bundle. Hobby Maker is the only place you can buy these new collections, or this new bundle collection. You cannot get it from me. We have no stock at all. Hobby Maker have everything. It's exclusive for them. I've put it together exclusively for them, and for the 4th birthday, and it's absolutely amazing. So there's a couple of firsts, as I say. So it's a first because I don't normally do collaborations or exclusives, and so I'm really excited about that. And I've got to be honest, I had complete free reign, but fortunately everybody at Hobby Maker loved what I'd done, so that was good because I weren't going to change it anyway. So let's just do a quick reminder. It will only be available from Hobby Maker. My shows are this Wednesday at... Oh, crikey, I forgot. Let me see if I did a little thing to remind me. I think I did. Let's have a look. Oh, I did. So my Hobby Maker birthday shows are this Wednesday, the 18th, at 1 and 4. So they are my show times for this Wednesday, which is when I'll be launching this new collection. So no pre-orders from me. You can't get it from me. You can only get it from Hobby Maker. And I think that's fabulous. It's something special. So let's get on with the show. Are you ready? Well, so people are saying you don't buy from them. Now listen, it's free to set your account up. Honestly, free to set your account up. You don't have to buy from them again, but do not miss out on this bundle. Even if you only ever order this bundle, do not miss out on it. It's worth signing up. It's just an email. It's still us that are in control of the stock. Well, they've got it all. Hi, Jean. Thanks, Chrissy. Yeah, 1 and 4 is better than finishing at 7, isn't it? So, for those of you that don't shop with Hobby Maker, I'm going to suggest that you do, even if it's just for this event, even if it's just for this show. Excuse me, because you do not want to miss out on this. So, you can see I've got a couple of things in my hand. Well, that sounds ominous, doesn't it? I'm going to start with the brand new... I'm going to take it out of the pack, because the reflection will spoil it for you. So let's just take it out of its packet. Let's just take it out the packet. Oops, and turn that around. Hang on, that's facing the wrong direction. Right, we are good to go. So this is a first ever. This is exclusive for Hobby Maker, and this is your Vintage Celebration Creative Pack. Okay, so Vintage Celebration Creative Pack, but can you see, look, 48 sheets. So this is the biggest pack I've ever done as a creative pack. Oh, Sandy, you know, after the live, message me. I think it's because of the politics over there. But message me after the live and I'll see if I can sort something out before Wednesday. So this is a 48 sheet creative pack, 8x8. It's chock-a-block look. Absolutely chock-a-block. And let's just show you this, because we've never, ever, ever had die cut ephemera in a creative pack. It's die cut for you for the first time ever. So you've got 36 8x8 the pattern papers, yeah, the same quality as ever, 190 GSM, top quality paper, as you know. And then you've got, for the first time ever, 12 die cut sheets, which are pop out ones. So let's just show you I mean, look at the cover. The cover is stunning before I even show you what's in it. Betty, I'm just going to suggest everybody who doesn't normally shop from Hobby Maker, When I'm on air on Wednesday, just phone up and place your order over the phone. It's just the same as phoning my shop. Honestly, you don't have to buy again, but I would certainly be doing it if it was me. So let's have a look. You can see the theme. It's absolutely stunning. So I'm going to flick this around because it's actually got the papers at the front and not the topper sheets. So we're going to have a flick through this before I show you the rest of what comes with this. Let me just zoom in a little bit. I think I'm the same, Sandra. My chest certainly is the same. I've just zoomed in a little bit for you. I'll get a drink before I start. This is for everybody. Everybody and anybody. And the images are stunning. Right, so let's just... So, Donna, I'm going to say the same thing again. Well, listen, for every... Like Ruth just said, she's not particularly fond of the customer service. You've got me as your go-to in between this time. So, I'm going to say to you, order from Hobby Maker. Any issues, you can message me directly. They're not going to be as quick as the girls at the shop. We know that. But you're still going to get it pretty quick. They've got all the stock. It's all sitting there. And this time you've got me as a go-between. So I'm going to say, just give them a chance. Don't cut your nose off to spite your face and miss this. Right? Here we go. So, oh, that should be at the back. Hang on a minute. That should be there. So this is absolutely stunning, everybody. I'm going to start with your topper sheets. These are die cut for you. So you literally just need to pop these out, and I'm going to show you when you come to mine. This is my new pack, so I'm not going to do it. Yeah, because they just literally pop out, yeah? And I chose that rather than ephemera packs because it keeps them all nice and neat for you. So you're not going to lose any, etc., etc. The colour palette is stunning. It's so gorgeous. Let me just show you this. It's just absolutely stunning, honestly. So you can see there we've got the cupcakes and the balloons and the little cupcake stand. So you get 2 sheets of each. Each of these designs you get 2 sheets of, yeah? So I would recommend personally, if you can buy any of these individual, I would get an extra one of these because we don't have any. We can't sell any to anybody. We haven't got any. Then you've got design sheet number 2, which gives you this gorgeous balloons in the gifts. You've got the separate gifts. You've got the stack of gifts. You've got a smaller balloon. Yeah. And then you've got the little birthday banner there. 2 sheets of that as well. Again, die cut. We've never done die cut before, ever. Then you've got this sheet, which has bigger designs on it. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. So you've got the balloons with the little basket, the balloons with the bow, the little trio of gifts with the little hat and the tiny cupcake, and a different trio of gifts with the cupcake. Let's just bring it in so you can see these because they're gorgeous. They're just absolutely gorgeous. 2 sheets of this. And then we've not even finished with the topper sheets yet. Then you've got a different one. Let me just show you how it's different. So let me just show you that this is different. So then you've got the birthday banner again, bigger, but with gifts at the front this time and a little cupcake. And then you've got the happy birthday stack of cake, the gifts with the balloon at the top, little cone, and more cupcakes. So the cupcakes are different, by the way. You've got 5 or 6 different designs in there. Then we've got the next sheet. We're still only on the die cut topper sheets, everybody. We're still only on the die cut topper sheets, and these are on the silk card. So these are 250 GSM. So these are 250 GSM. Then you've got the cakes, the balloons, the cupcake, more balloons, the mini cupcake. Oh, I mean, look. Can you just see how useful this is going to be? And then you've got the happy birthday cake there, smaller than the other one, and with different things at the bottom, look. Gorgeous. And then your last topper sheet is smaller balloons, loads and loads of extra gifts, loads and loads of extra cupcakes, some smaller cakes, and the cupcake stand. And again, 2 sheets of that as well. What happened? Chris is just saying what happens. Well, Chrissy, I'm telling you now, this will sell out. This will sell out. I can tell you that now. It's a massive stock, but this will sell out, Chrissy. But that's a really good question, and I don't know the answer to that. It's 2 mil. So what they've done, Julie's just saying that they've got a wide border now. It's a really good question Julie's just asked me, everybody, because you know me well enough to know that I will be trimming these. I would be trimming these closer. So that gift that I'm showing you on the screen now is dead easy to cut out with that and get rid of the white border. The ones where it's trickier are like this, look, where we've got all the little confetti and everything coming away from them. Yeah. So personally, I would chop the confetti off. But it's entirely up to you. It's your choice. So some of the areas are small, which is why we decided to go with the die cut option. Honestly, well, Linda, I'm not even a third of the way through this. I'm not even a third of the way through this bundle. Okay. Well, funny you say that, Joanne, on YouTube. Let's wait and see. So now we move to your papers, and I'm just going to show you the cover, because the cover shows you the papers in succession, look. So it's a gorgeous colour palette. You've got the deep scarlet red, you've got the stone there, you've got the brown beige colour there, you've got the duck egg colour there, you've got positive polka, negative polka, and little tiny stars, all designed to coordinate. And the papers give you 3 of each design. So positive polka, negative polka in the stone colour. Oh, that's going to make your screens go funny. Sorry, everybody. Then you've got, sorry, that's the brown colour, the beige colour. Then you've got the stone colour with the positive and the negative, or whichever way you look at it. Then you've got little doodle stars to coordinate with that. So this one coordinates with that. So little doodle stars as well. So it's not too girly. Then you've got stars for that colour. Then you've got the gorgeous, let me just separate these. Let's show you this colourway, because it's gorgeous. That's going to bug me because they were mixed up, but that's my fault. So then you've got this colourway. How stunning is this? So you've got the negative polka, the positive polka, whichever way you look at it, and then the little tiny stars. And these little stars, just so you know, are like 3mm. They're tiny. And then you've got the gorgeous poppy red. So you've got the same designs, 4 different colourways, and it's packed. You've got, this is actually 36 sheets of the background papers, 36 sheets of the background papers, and 12 sheets of the die cut toppers. It's amazing. And this is the biggest creative pack I've ever done. So it's 8 by 8. I mean, look at the thickness of that. It's like a book. So let's just do a quick flick for you. Quick flick. And then I'm going to show you the next part of this. Because you know me well enough to know that consumables like the toppers won't last forever. Okay. So we've got 2 stamp sets. Sorry. We've got 2 A6 stamp sets for when your ephemera runs out. So you've got the one in my right hand, which is the special gifts, which gives you, I'll flick it over, which gives you the stack of presents, and it gives you 2 individual gifts with some stars as individuals, and also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentiments. And then look at that little cutie pie, a little sweetie. Yeah, So when your ephemeras run out, don't worry, because you've got stamps to fill in that gap. And then the other set is your Sweet Treats, which is another A6 set. And this one, the Gifts has 13 stamps, and the Sweet Treats has 16 stamps. So this one gives you 5 cupcakes. 5 cupcakes. It gives you 2 more sweets. So between the two sets, you've got 3 different sizes of that sweetie. You've got different size stars, and then 5 different sentiments. Yeah, 5 different sentiments. So that gives you, this is all still part of the same bundle. Excuse me. So that gives you 29 stamps. And then to complete the bundle, we've also got the Balloon Extravaganza 6x6 stencil, which gives you the balloon shape that coordinates with the ephemera. And it also gives you the little date. Oh, let me take it out of the pack. Oh, you can't see it now. I'll put it on here. It also gives you the little doodle stars as well. So everything coordinates from the stamps to the ephemera to the paper pack. Everything is just absolutely stunning. Now, these, obviously, the ephemera is brilliant for quick cards, but quick cards, classy, not brassy. I mean, come on, let's face it. You know, if I'm going to do something like this, it's not going to be of the brassy nature. So you've got all this gorgeous creative pack, the 2 A6 stamp sets, and the coordinating stencil that you can run through your machine and use it as an embossing folder, texture medium through it, ink through it, spritz through it, whatever you want to do. And that is your gorgeous Vintage Celebration exclusive hobby maker bundle. So a 48 sheet creative pack, 6x6 stencil, and 2 A6 stamp sets. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I've got to be honest, but it should fit. It should do, Brenda. It should do. Do you know, I need to stop calling them 8x8, because these are actually 21x21. You know what I'm like. So it's over 8 1/4. It's almost 8.5 by 8.5. But 8x8 is just what we all immediately recognise. That's why I stick to it. And there you go. Look at this cover. Look at the packaging. Look at the gorgeous packaging. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Right. So we're going to do 2 demos and show you 2 different ways to use this. Yeah. I will catch up on the comments in a minute. I wanted to show you all that, because it's a lot to get through. Remember, the die cut bits are fabulous for quick cards. Whether you keep the white bit on or not, it doesn't matter. So let's start with the ephemera pack, or the creative pack. So we're going to make 2 cards tonight. One where I use the creative pack, and one where I use the stamps. So we're going to get 2 different versions. The price, Julie's asking me the price now. Do you know, Julie, I honestly can't remember. I know that the normal retail price of this should be 53 or 57. I can't remember, but I know it's nothing like that. I think it's about 40 quid. They've obviously took a lot of. They've given you the usual 10% discount and then a little bit more. Sarah Jane says she'll be using that front cover. You can't. It's too pretty. It's too pretty. Look at that. It's too pretty. So we're going to do 2 cards tonight. As I said, I wanted to show you 2 different ways of using this. The theme is absolutely timeless. It's just timeless. It's going to give you all the different images that you can do as much or as little as you like, and it's going to look stunning. As ever, my design team have done an amazing job, and we will show you the samples. Well, actually, the design team, if you're watching, you can share one after the live in the Facebook group, and then the rest will be on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page on Wednesday morning. Right, so let's get on with the card. I will tell you the colours of the cardstock I'm using as well, because it's handy for you to know what the colours are. Yeah, just in case you want to replicate. So the card that I've got here is Biscuit Crumb. This is our Biscuit Crumb card. I'm just going to make a card blank from this. So I've used the double pierced rectangle dies. Oh, change your glasses. That's why I can't see. That's why I can't see. 100%, Sandra. 100% you could use the gifts for Christmas. The only thing that's specifically birthday on that, in that creative pack, is the banner that says happy birthday, and obviously these stamps are all geared towards birthday. So we're just making a card blank from the double pierced rectangle dies, and this is, oh, it's not even my glue's excited. This is the Biscuit Crumb. Let's just pop that together, and then oh sugar, that's gonna have to go to the bottom. Are you impressed that I said sugar there and not what I actually wanted to say? So let's just get our card blank made using the 2 pieces of the Biscuit Crumb, and I'll just pop that to one side and let that dry whilst we get on with the rest. So this is obviously going to be a quick card. I've made some little bunting, and I'm going to show you how I did that. In fact, I might show you how I did that after I've done this. So this is one of the papers. You all know that my papers are 190 GSM, so they're absolutely stunning. And again, I've run it through the double pierced rectangles, so you get you get that beautiful piercing detail in there as well. So I'm just going to layer this on. You can't pre-order, I don't think so. If you can, it would be on the Hobby Maker website, but it won't. I don't think it'll be on today. I never even thought to ask that. In fact, do you know what? Do you know why you're sitting there? I'm going to ask. Just bear with me. I'm just messaging Hobby Maker. I've just asked Hobby Maker. I've just sent him a text. She might not answer straight away because obviously it's 7:30 at night. But it's a good question, that. Sometimes they do sometimes they do make things live before the shows, but they don't usually do that with me because everything usually goes too quickly. I can tell you this is a massive stock, and I'm also going to say if there are any of the creative packs as individuals, I would certainly be popping an extra one in. You're not going to be able to get this again after it's gone, and you're not going to be able to get it from me at all. So I'm just popping the foam tape on. This is Summer Poppy, by the way. Excuse me. Oh, that's interesting. So Jane's just answered on YouTube about the pre-order, and she's put, if you can pre-order, you don't get the discount. So Jane, if you do the pre-order, does it not go to the discounted price when it's dispatched or anything like that? Oh, no, she's just replied to me anyway. You can't pre-order. You won't be able to pre-order. Right, so these are scraps that I had from the bits when I was doing all my prep. You can see, look, this is a scrap from one of the extra double pierced rectangles. So I'm just going to glue that on. And then pop that on and then trim it down. It's a good way to use your scraps of paper, this. And I've got to say, the demos that I've prepped for Wednesday, the hardest thing that I've had to decide is which colours from the papers to use, because they're all stunning. I just didn't know where to start. So I'm just going to pop this border on here and then trim off the excess. It is also going on foam tape. Oh, thanks, Jane. So that's really useful, everybody. So Jane's just said, even if you can pre-order, you don't get the discounts. So it's not worth pre-ordering, everybody. I would wait until the shows go live. So I'm just popping this on some foam tape. And then I'm going to pop this on and then trim off the excess. It must be warm in my room because my glasses are falling off my nose. So let's just stand up to make sure this is straight. And so just because I like to tell you things. So when I was putting this all together, this is why, I mean, you know me well enough to know that there's always going to be stamps if I can get stamps in with a collection, because I know for a fact that I'm a crafter, so I know that I'll use the ephemera up, and then what do you do? So these are just fabulous. You can use these, doesn't matter whether you use these for birthday, for Christmas. The cupcakes, you can colour them any colours you want. It's just a fabulous little collection. And more importantly, it's useful. So let's just trim that excess off. Trim that excess off. And look how easy it comes together. The colours are so rich. You can't really see the... Well, you can actually, but the colours are so beautiful. You're going to love them. Let's just do this in the right order, Mr. Martin. So let's make sure that's dried. It has. So we can start building this card up. So for somebody like me who likes a lot, this is why I've made the little bunting myself. So if you've got my diamond dies, it was the little diamond, the double pierced diamond dies that I used. Oops. The little double pierced diamond dies that I used to create the bunting. Well, that's good timing. Your lunch break starts at 1. So let's just pop that on. And you'll notice, I don't know whether you noticed as I was flicking through this. Well, I'll just show you on these two images here. If I just show you these two images here, you can see that the colour palette, yeah, the colour palette has the reds in, it has the turquoises, it has the creams, it has the beiges. So it's a really beautiful colour palette. Let's put this one on. Come on, foam tape, do as you're told. And it also, the creative pack particularly, lends itself for you to be able to use all your die cuts that you've got from me, all your fancy shapes, and then elevate the die cutting. So let's just pop that on. It's so easy to do. So we've now got the little border going across the middle. Let's get on to the bunting. Let me show you how to do the bunting first. So I've just got 4 little diamonds, look, from my scrap. This is the smallest diamond from the diamond set. Apologies. There you go. So I'm just reading the comments, sorry. So definitely don't pre-order, everybody, even if you can. Phill, will you never use it up, as you always have 2 of everything? Well, Sue, I always have a set. This is my second set that I've just shown you. And I always have a second set, as you know. But I like to keep things. I don't know whether I've told you this before. I don't know whether I've told you this before, but we keep an inventory, or like what do you call it? What do you call it when you save something? Oh, I can't remember. I don't know what the word is. What's the word? Archive. So everything that I've done since I left Creative Expressions, everything that I've designed, every stamp, every die, everything, we've got an archive of at the shop. So there is always one in our archive. You can't buy them. In case you're thinking you can ask me for something that we've sold out of, you can't buy them. They are just for archival purposes. So when I'm old, I can sit and look at it all. Right, so I've just scored through the diamonds, look. Just scored through just to make it easier to fold them over. And I'm just going to fold them over, all of them. So we're going to create the same as what I've got on there, but I want it in the opposite direction. Somebody shout at me if I start doing it in the wrong order. So it needs to be stone at the top. So I'm just folding that over. This is a fab way to use your diamond dies as well, and you'll see when you see my other demos for TV that I've done bigger bunting for one of the cards. And if you wanted to be frugal, you could obviously chop them in half and then just stick it on the twine, but I like the depth that you get from it. Right, so I'm starting with the biscuit crumb. So I'm just going to put glue on the bottom half. I've just got some twine here. I'm leaving myself enough space to tie a little knot. I'm just going to push that forward a bit. There we go. So just let that grab before you move on to the next one. So the next one should be the red dotty one. It might be done. Might all be on the Antiques Roadshow. Right, so if you've got the twine that I've got here that's all bending, kinky, all you do is put your bunting on and then just slide it across. So I've tried to leave a tiny space between each bunting or each flag. And the next one is white, plain white card. So although this is essentially a creative pack where all the cutting has been done for you because it's die cut, it still gives you scope to trim them down even more. So if I just show you this balloon, just while I've got my finger on here, look, this little heart balloon, look, you could trim that closer. It's only because we've got lots of little details, little swirly bits and everything. Come on, bunting, do as you're told. I feel like one, Chrissy. This is the longest I've ever felt rough for him ever. We're now 2 months in with me with this. 8 weeks. And then we'll finish off with the same one as the other one. So I'm just going to let that set. I'm just going to allow that a minute to set. And then I'm going to put my little knots at the end. So whilst we wait for that, we'll get the next layers done. So this one is obviously going on here. So I only need the foam tape at the top and bottom. Just make sure I get that central. Again, I'm using the double pierced rectangles for this. So no foam tape across the middle because I want it to sit on that border. Behave foam tape. Oops. What's happened to Facebook? I think I've got stuck on Facebook. So let's just pop that on. Has Facebook frozen, everybody, or is it all right for you? YouTube is right. Facebook has just caught up. Well, actually, Facebook is a little bit behind. How strange is that? If it's any consolation, Phil, I have had it myself on and off for as long as you. Is that right, Chrissy? Are you as long as me? It makes me feel a bit better. They've given me another course of antibiotics today, Chrissy, so this is 3. The problem I've got is this is not a chest infection. My chest is actually clear, believe it or not. So we don't know what's going on. Right, so let's get this built up. It does look like I'm using lots of foam tape, but this is still quite flat, everybody. Oh, that's the wrong one. It's okay for you. It must just be me then. You know Facebook hates me. So this is my top tip, everybody. So you all know me well enough to know that white edges would normally bug me. So either trim them down shorter yourself, yeah, or if you put them on a white topper, so if you make sure that your top part is white, it's definitely better. Look, can you see? It's definitely better. So let's just pop this on, and then I'm just going to add the glitter to this layer. And then I'm just going to sort the bunting out. We are getting there. Well, Karen, the funny thing is, I didn't want to start talking about all that, but I bought myself some immune system boost things, but I can't take them with these antibiotics. In fact, I can't take anything else at all. I can't even take any electrolytes or anything. Right, let's just get some Diamond Dazzle on this. And I've got to be honest with you all, I feel in myself, I feel 100 times better. It's just, even the cough is a lot better, but there is clearly something still on my either chest or lungs or whatever. I don't know yet. Right, so let's just get some Diamond Dazzle on. Let's not talk about my ailing health. This is cheering me up. So let's just get on with this, and then we can sort the bunting out. So remember, what these creative packs do is they afford you the images and the coordination for you to be able to put things together really easily, and that is the whole point. So back to the bunting. I'm just going to tie a little knot at the end just to finish it off. Oops, that's too far across. And then one on the other side. One on the other side. And then I'll just snip off the excess. Yep, my Facebook's frozen again. And then we're going to start building this card up. So we've got the 2 little bits of bunting, which is going across here. So let me just show you this. So obviously you've got the little, you can't really see them if I'm honest with you, because they're so minute. Can you see? Only just. So if that bugs you, I didn't even bother sanding mine. I just rubbed it with my finger and it gets rid of them. So I'm not going to shape this because it's a cake. I'm keeping it flat. I'm going to pop this on with foam tape rather than pin flare, because, are you ready for this? You'll be in shock when I show you this. That's all the pin flare I've got in my house. Until my parcel comes from Karen tomorrow. No, it wasn't that. I checked. We checked. But there you go. You never know. Right, let's start assembling this card. So we've got the main focal image, which I'm going to pop just above the bottom. I'm not putting any glitter on this just yet, but you know as well as I do it's going to have some glitter on. We've got a couple of extras here. So we've got a couple of little extra images, which we'll do the cake first. This time I am going to use my glue gel. Is Facebook still alright for you all? Because it's frozen on my screen. You are making me feel better. I know it's not nice that other people have been ill for so long, but well, if you've got the diamond dies, Jane, you can make the bunting in lots of different sizes, which is fabulous. I'm just gonna. Facebook's okay for you. It's frozen on my screen, but so I'll just carry on. Excuse me. If Facebook does freeze for you, just let me know. Right, so I'm just going to build up a little bit in this corner. And this is why you've got lots of different sized elements in your creative pack. So you've got some that are bigger and some that are smaller. So you can choose which way you use them. That's fine. So let's just put that on. A little cupcake. Look how beautiful this little cupcake is. Aren't they just gorgeous? So I've got a couple of little extras down there, just because I like lots of layers on my card. And then we've got this gorgeous balloon here, and I am going to shape the balloon a little bit with my boner. I'm just going to rub it in the middle. So I don't want it a lot, I just want a little bit of shape. A little bit of shape to that. And I'm going to tuck it behind here. Oh, I'm being so tight with this glue gel. You've never seen anything like it. So I'm just going to pop the balloon behind there. Let's bring it in a bit actually. That'll do nicely. Then we've got the bunting, which is going on here, and I am going to use glue gel on the bunting. So I would normally leave this to set for a while before I put the second one on. Making you want to slice a cake. I'll tell you what we had last night. Oops, hang on, I just need to do this right. I'll tell you what we had last night. We had a blueberry and lemon crumble from Sainsbury's, and it was absolutely stunning. I'm going to try and make it myself. This is why I wanted glue gel on this, so I could just faff a little bit. And then we'll do the same with this one. A triple chocolate eclair. Oh, and that sounds amazing. And then we're just going to do the same with this side. And then all I've got to do is my sentiment, which is why you'll notice I've left that little space there. So let's just get this on. Because I've used glue gel, you've only really got one go to get this right. So I'm trying to make sure I get it right first time. That's not, oh, look at that. Shh. I won't swear. Oh, look how gorgeous this is. It's so pretty. Right, sentiment. So remember, you've got stamps that have sentiments in. So I've thought about everything. Within your creative pack, you have the panel or the little fence. Let me show you. The little sign, look, with the birthday on. So you're quite welcome to chop that down and make it smaller. Sorry. However, I've given you 10 different sentiments that you can use in this as well. So let's have Time to Celebrate. And I'm stamping it onto this is stone card, look. In fact, I'm not. I'm going to do it on white. I'm going to do it on white. Let's have Time to Celebrate. And I'm going to do this with brushed corduroy. Brushed corduroy. Yeah, other supermarkets are available. So let's just stamp that on here. And then I can trim that down. So these sentiments are little minis as well, as you can see. And we all know how much we love a little mini sentiment. Babe, look at this. Try to take one out and all these come out. It's ridiculous. Somebody needs to invent something for getting them out easier. You know, I'm cleaning my stamp and putting it away. I'm not losing any of these. And obviously stamps are going to be with you for life until if you look after them. So let's just snip this down. I want it as small as I can get it. So I'm going to snip that right underneath there. I'm going to take a little bit off the top as well. I'm going to take the end to a point. Oh, sorry, you can't see what I'm doing, can you? And then that's going to sit just there. I'll take a bit off the end. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Very good. Very good. So hopefully this has given you a little bit of an idea of something that you can do with the creative pack. And this is not a small card. You can easily scale this down or scale it up. It's entirely up to you. I have prepped a 7x7 demo. I know. I hope you're sitting down for that. Which I'm going to do next. And I resisted the urge to pop extra layers underneath. So Time to Celebrate. I'm just going to... Now I'm going to put it where my instinct was. And then all I'm going to do now is just add a couple of bits of glitter to the cake. So not a lot, but just a little bit of sparkle. Just to finish it off. Let's have some on the candle. I might do that heart as well. Somebody stop me. Stop me. And then that is your first ever demo with the gorgeous Vintage Celebration Creative Pack. And I absolutely love this. And take it from somebody who's been making cars for donkeys. These images are going to make it so easy for you. I said stop me, didn't I? And what am I doing? I'm carrying on. So whether you choose to trim off any of the white or not, and believe you me, the people who have done it for me have got as close as we could without losing too much of the detail. So there you go. That is your first ever demo with the gorgeous new exclusive for Hobby Maker limited edition Vintage Celebration Creative Pack. So let's just bring it in so you can see it in a little bit more detail. So you've got the bunting look created from the papers within the creative pack and just the coordinating card that I've used on my actual card. You've got the I think what makes this special is it's just the images are just, the colours are just so beautiful. And it's super easy to do. And obviously I've made that as an actual card. And it's relatively flat even for me. Yeah. It's lovely, isn't it? Lovely. I'm resisting the urge to put gems on. So let's just get ready for the next demo. And we are using the stamps for the second demo. I wanted to show you how you can use everything. It's all designed to work together. So I'll pop this to one side and I'm going to bring in, remember this is all still from the creative pack. So I'm bringing in demo number 2, okay? And this is a little teeny tiny 7x7 card. I'm going to do a red version of this on my shows on Wednesday. So you get to see 2 different colorways of this demo. So I've purposefully chosen, I mean, look at these colors, everybody. Look. We've gone from the gorgeous reds and now we're into teal. We're now into the teal and stone. It's just, it covers everybody. And you know what I've done here, look. I've got my little pins ready, look. So let's get a drink. I might need to leave you and blow my nose in a minute. Right, just in the interest of transparency, I'm using the gifts for this demo, yeah? So I'm using the stack of gifts, which is obviously going to take a few minutes to colour. I am using the watercolour pens. So the watercolour pens, I need to just tell you, because we've got lots of new followers, the watercolour pens have nearly all gone. So I'm not restocking them, right? I'm not restocking them. We've had them for years. It's time to move on from this. I've got something else coming later in the year. Not like this, but something to replace these. Well, actually, no, go with them. So if you haven't got my watercolour pens, you need to be sharp. You need to look sharp. So I'm doing the gifts for this. I'm just going to do all the layering before we get on to the actual stamping. Yeah. They will, Amanda. They will, Amanda. Oh, look at that. It's filthy. So I've used, this is our hot press watercolour card. Yeah. My Facebook is definitely frozen. I'm just going to refresh my page, everybody. YouTube's a little bit behind. I wonder if it's my internet connection or just how it is generally. San Antonio, where can you find the Swees? So it's an exclusive release for Hobby Maker. So these will be released on my Hobby Maker shows when I find the thingy. This Wednesday, I'm on at 1 PM and 4 PM. Yeah, this Wednesday. So you can only get this collection. I've designed it exclusively for Hobby Maker. So I've used our hot press watercolour card now. It's not the cheapest of cards, as you know, but I have used it for my matting and layering as well, just because I like things to coordinate perfectly. So I'm literally just going to do the matting and layering before I move on to the stamping and colouring. Okay. And when I drew the stamps, so when I've drawn the stamps, if I just show you this, where's the other one? If I just put these here just while I'm popping the foam tape on, so you can see when I drew the stamps, I've given you different sizes of everything. So with the cupcakes, you've got 3 of one and you've got 2 of the other style cupcake. And with the gifts, you've got the large stack, which is smaller than it is in the creative pack. And it also gives you the opportunity to chop the top one off. Let me just say that again. So with the cupcakes, you've got 5 different sized cupcakes in there. This one's my favourite, which is why you've got 3. But then you've got the one with the cherry on as well. So you've got 5 different sized cupcakes, and then you've got the 2 little bonus sweeties, yeah. And then with the gifts, you've got 2 as separates, with a ribbon facing in opposite directions. But then when I put the one on top, I've made sure that you can cut the one out on top. So it actually gives you a different one to use as an individual. Does that make sense? It did in my head. Oh, what's happened to that? Subtitles are on. Turn them off again. There we go. What colour the premium card is that matches the creative pack? Yeah, we've actually put some on the show, Helen, but Karen or one of the design team will do a post for you in the Facebook group so you can see which colour cardstock coordinates. But I can tell you already, this is rich teal. I've used Summer Poppy, rich teal, warm stone, what's the other one I used? Biscuit crumb, and I can't remember what the other one was. Let's just get this put together. So this is the rich teal, which looks gorgeous with the hot press watercolour card, because it's like off-white. It's gorgeous. Excuse me. If you don't want to use your watercolour card for the matting and layering, use almond hue. Oh, look at this colour. I'm not tearing the edges or anything on these. I'm leaving them as they are. Oh, Karen's just done a list for you all. Karen's just done a list for you all. Somebody take a screenshot. So let's just pop that on. And then we also have a border for this one. So I've chosen the stone paper with the warm stone cardstock. And obviously these, you can colour the stamps in with whichever medium you like. I'm just going to cough, everybody. Excuse me a minute. There we go. So let's just pop that on. Oh, shall we go that way? No. No. Stay where you were. You can see what I did there. I'm just measuring how much foam tape I need against the backdrop of the layer it's going on. Yeah, the teal is gorgeous. Oh no, I'm not going to say it. But oh no, I'm not going to say it. But me and Karen have been ordering. I am going to have a drink, Donna. Let's go across the middle again. I'm trying to get this done because the colouring obviously takes a little bit longer. Look at, oh, that's ink. Where have I got ink from? It's a good job it's on the back. So let's just trim off the excess, chuck that in the bin. get a drink, because Donna's going to tell me off. You've got to tell me off. And then let's just get this piece on. And this time I am going to glitter the edge of the watercolour card. What time is it? It's 8:05. We're not doing too bad. I'll do a recap of the whole collection again at the end with reminders. I don't even have an item number yet. Let me just ask Kat if they've got a... Right. I've just asked if we've got an item number, because that might make it quicker for you on Wednesday. I will say it's an absolutely massive, huge stock. Absolutely massive, huge stock. But it is a one-off, so it is, once it's gone kind of thing. So let's pop this on. Oh, these colours together are just beautiful. And then I am going to do my Diamond Dazzle along the edge of the watercolour card. And then we can pop that to one side whilst we're doing the stamping and colouring. So for everybody who's in the USA, I will see if I can sort something out with Hobby Maker. The problem is, as you know, sorry, all these tariffs and things, which is what made it just made it impossible for Hobby Maker to continue with the USA shipping. Now normally most people would come directly to us, but of course we don't have any stock at all of this, so I don't want you to miss out. I'll see if I can sort something out for you. So let's just pop the Diamond Dazzle on, and that can be set in whilst we're stamping and colouring in. Oops. Nearly done. Is that the top or the bottom? That's the bottom. So I've just got the Diamond Dazzle on. I'm just going to pop that to one side now. And then we're going to stamp. Right, so I've used here one of our ornate frame die sets. And I'm not going to stamp on this oval. I'm going to leave it plain. Because I'm going to stamp the image and fussy cut it out. Let's just get this layered up. Have you, I'm changing the subject slightly, but have you all finished watching Bridgerton? We finished it last night. It's been good. It's been really good this season. And I think I might change the name of my Facebook group to Members of the Ton. Members of the Ton. Hi, Tony. Or Phil's Ton. Sentimentally yours, Ton. Oh dear. Right, here we go. So I am just adding some glue to this so I can wiggle it around. Right, here we go. And I wanted to do this because we've all got all these lovely dies of mine. So it's nice to be able to incorporate, I mean, look how gorgeous that is. It's nice to be able to incorporate them into the new limited edition stuff. I'm pretty sure I've used 10 meters of foam tape so far. So I'm going to put this on. I am going to glitter around this, but I will do it after we've done the stamping and colouring, because I need you to see how gorgeous these stamps are. Let's just pop that oval on. I need to stand up for this. Poor cat's probably trying to have a tea and I keep messaging her stupid questions. Oh, that's so lush. Look how beautiful that is. So shove that to one side, and now let's get stamping. So we are going to use the largest stack. Sorry. I'm forever saying sorry for coughing, but I can't help it. Let's see if it fits on there. Ooh, I might just get away with it. And I am going to stamp this in Versa Fine in black, because I am watercolouring. Peaky Blinders movie. Oh, I see, I never really liked the series. Yeah, I would be Charlotte with a massive hairdo. I loved Charlotte. She was amazing. Oh, what's your real name? 74 Caches. Right, so let's get this stamped. I am using black, as I said. I know I've got some brown VersaFine somewhere, but because I'm watercolouring, I wanted you... Oh, I mean, look at that before I even stamp it. That's incredible. And I will also stamp one of the extra little sweeties. Or I might do two. We'll see how much time we've got. It's only 8:15, so we should be alright. How stunning is that stamp? And again, it's one of those that it doesn't matter whether it's Christmas or birthday or whatever. It doesn't matter. I haven't put any words on these images. I've kept them all as they are. So let's pop that back where it belongs. And let's stamp that little sweetie. In fact, let's stamp it twice. It's not going to take long to colour that in, is it? Ah, it's just too cute. I might do 3. There we go. So we can do all the colouring in one go. So, with the watercolour blending brush pens, there is no teal in there. There is some gorgeous turquoisey blues, but there are no teals. So remember, everybody, in your creative pack, you can use the images that are in there as a guide. Let me just find the stack of presents. They are, look. So you can use that as a little guide if you want to use those colours for colouring in. But I'm obviously doing teals for this. Teals and turquoises and greens. So I've already chosen my colours, and I'm going to show you how to get a nice teal shade. And if I bring this in... If I bring this in, this just shows you how I was testing the colours. And this one here, look, is almost a fab mix for this. So all I've used is like an electric blue, like one of the electric blues and one of the emerald kind of greens. I also need a couple of shades of brown for this as well. These are for the cupcake, which you will see me do on Hobby Maker. Right, so I'm going to keep using my palette rather than this, because I can use that for another image. That's nice and dry now. I'm just going to check that this is clean. It's clean enough. It's clean enough. So this is how easy this is to do. So scribble some of the, I'm using my acrylic circles as a palette. So scribble some of the electric blue, scribble some of the emerald green, and where they meet in the middle, this is a little tip for you as well, because I am going to use water on this obviously, but I'm just going to mist it a couple of times, look, with my water mister. And where's my brush? And then just mix the middle section, look. So this is now giving me, if I bring that in, oh, hopefully you can see that. Can you see, look how we've got the tealy colour forming in the middle? And then you just bring in and mix it until you get it at the shade that you want. Well, that's actually quite good. So I'm going to be super quick with this. You don't want to be watching me colouring in all night, so I'm going to do this super quick. And the good thing is, if you're not a confident colourer, it doesn't matter with watercolouring because it's so easy to do. So this gorgeous shade here doesn't actually exist. We've created that. I think I'll do all the lines the same and then go back in. Can you see what I'm doing? Sorry. I'm going to do it all the same and then go back in and shade the lines. So we've got this beautiful watered down version that matches, look, what we're doing here. If you want it a bit tealer, just add a little bit more blue. So I will go to the stripe for this one. I will go to the ribbon for this one. I don't know why I'm trying to stay in the lines, because I am going to cut this out. These pens make watercolouring an absolute doddle. And whilst this is wet, still damp, I'm just going to add a little bit more of the blue. And make a slightly darker tint for my stripes. I'm trying to be quick with this because there's nothing more boring than watching somebody watercolouring. Bit too much blue. I've just made that a little bit too blue, bear with me. I've got to make sure it all matches. Oh, that's gorgeous. I'll bring my other palette in. I thought you would. The teals were, I knew the teals would be popular because it's just a popular range of colours. So I'm just going to darken this a little bit just so I can add a little bit of shading around the sides. I know I said I wasn't going to spend ages on this, so I'll try my best. Just need to add a little bit of shading. And then we'll do the paler version. Glasses are falling off my face again. And then this lovely, almost like minty colour we've got here. We can create by just using more green and more water. So let's just do that. So I'm now trying to get I want it to be a little bit greener. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that's lovely. I know I said I was trying to be quick, and I am, I promise. Then let's see where we're at. Just checking how it looks next to my, yeah, that's good. So a little bit more blue. Try and make this a darker tealy colour. I know you're probably talking to me, but I can't see just yet. And where are we at? Oh, I might actually leave that like that. Let me just make it a bit darker. And almost done. Excuse me. And then we just need a darker teal for the present down here, so I need a little bit more blue. I just want it a little bit darker. Yeah, perfect. I'm going to leave those stripes that colour, and then I'm just going to use the pen direct, the green one, just to do these dots. Bear with me, it will be worth it, I promise. So the good thing about the hot press watercolour card is definitely worth the investment, because it allows you to go back in. So even when this is bone dry, you can go back in. You can go back in and move the colours. Which is fabulous. So if you colour something in and then you decide you don't like it, especially on this cardstock, don't throw it in the bin. Just leave it and then come back to it. Look at that, look. I'm doing this really quickly. Really quickly, but you get the idea. So let's just clean my... do I need anything? No, I can clean that off. Clean that off. Put that over there. Put that in the bin. Put your pens away. I'll clean that later. Put those over there. And then I'm just going to cut this out. I'll do this really quickly. I'm not leaving any edges on this. So save all your scraps of this. Don't ever waste your scraps of watercolour card because they're good for your coordinating sentiments and things. I'm not going to cut the middle out of the bow because it's going on the same colour behind it, so you would never know. And you'll notice that I've made the stamps easy to cut out. So even the cupcake, or all of the cupcakes, apart from the candles, which are quite fine, look, but they are easy to fussy cut out. And if you don't like fussy cutting, just stamp straight onto your topper. So normally, as you know, I would spend ages shading all this, but I've added some quick shading, so I just don't want you to nod off watching me, listening to me talking about different shades of teal. Nearly done, nearly done. I'm doing this with the big scissors because I might use that for the sentiment. So save that, chuck that. So now we've got our lovely, oh, that's so good. So let's get this put together. So as ever, I'll do glue gel. Oh, I forgot my sweeties. There they are. Were you all shouting, don't forget your sweets? Yeah, they are super easy to cut out. Even these little dinky things. And the good thing is, these little sweets, I put them in, and if I'm honest with you, when I put the sweets in, I was thinking more about doing matching backgrounds, so you can stamp it all over to create some fab backgrounds. So that's one. And the other good thing about stamps, as you know, you can do them whatever colour you want. You can actually just stamp and emboss these with embossing powder because there's so much detail in them. They would look awesome just stamped and embossed in silver or gold. You don't even need to colour these in if you don't want to. Nearly done. Oops. I nearly opened that sweet. And you'll see what I'm going to do with these in a minute. Right, get rid of the bits. And let's start putting this together. So here we go. So I am going to use glue gel for this rather than foam tape this time. Just for speed. Get a drink. Yeah, it would be. Betty's just saying it would be good to have the dies. It really would. Oh, Chrissy, I can't blame anybody, look. It was me, I had them both open. In fact, I'm going to put them next to my keyboard so I don't forget. Yeah, Betty's just said it would be good to have the dies, and it would, but if I'd have put dies with it, which I could have done, but it would have made it a lot more expensive. So I went with not doing them, because it just would have been too much. And I wanted to try and keep the price as low as I could for this event, because I know that there's going to be a lot of people wanting this. So let's just pop that on. I am going to glitter that, but I'll do it after the card is set. I'm just going to shape the prezzies a little bit. Just a little bit. And get some glue gel on that. Oh, I'm running out. It's not making me use any less, really, is it? But I've got to save enough for my flowers. I can't believe I've run out, to be honest, but there you go. So let's just pop that in the centre. Oh, it's so good. And then these little sweeties I'm going to hang off the bottom of the doodah. Who lives near me? Pamela, are you still watching? Fetch me some some glue gel. Pamela lives close to me. Right, let's just pop these on. So let's have one. Oh, they're so cutie. We'll have another one underneath. And then we'll have the next one. Oh, where shall I have it? It's got to be here. Right, so let's just stamp the sentiment. And then we'll get the flowers on. The sweets are there because the flowers are going on that side. Yeah, they do a bit. So let's just have a sentiment from... Which one did we use last time? We had Time to Celebrate last time, which is from the same set as these. So this time we'll have It's Your Birthday. I'm using that little scrap look of the watercolour card. And I'm going to stamp the sentiment in black so that it ties in with the black of the stamped image. So it's your birthday. It's your birthday. Oh. That's no good. That will never do. Let's try again. Make sure I put enough ink on. It's your birthday. That's better. Thank you. Ooh. Pop that over there. Let's just get the flowers on. Oh, flowers are going on. So the flowers have obviously been created using the paper offcuts from my matting and layering. Let's pray for enough glue gel to finish this card. My fingers might be sticky. So 1, 2, We've got 3 little flowers, leaves to put on. Move your card up, sorry, it's because I'm trying to bring it close to me. That better. To get spares. Well, listen, Doreen, all I'm going to say is be quick, because if there are any on their own, I think that people are they're gonna be ordering the bundle and then getting some extras as well. And the whole point of doing this for Hobby Maker is to thank them, really, for being so marvellous. And I know I say it a lot, but Hobby Maker have been really supportive of me, so it's nice that I'm in a position to do something for them. For a change, it's nice to be nice. And I'm just going to pop this last one under there. So all these colours, look, are just tying in so nicely together. And then we'll just snip the sentiment. I've got no bunting on this one, but what I have got... Oh, actually, I might leave it like that. I quite like it like that. Yeah, I am. Is I've got my 2 little doodahs from the Beautifully Beaded. Doodahs from the Beautifully Beaded. Come on. Just to tuck behind the foliage, so I'm going to pop that there. Don't let me down, glue gel. It's letting me down. Let me just get a bit more on. Look at this. Have you ever seen anything like it? And you know I've got those keys somewhere. Ooh. Right, let's try that. It's obviously warm in here as well. Right, so let's just pop our little doodahs in. And we are good to go. I'm going to try and do this with normal glue, just because I haven't got... I'm squeezing that pin flare tube to death. So these are obviously from the Beautifully Beaded. And I'm just going to tuck that in there. Tuck that one in there. Ooh, sorry, flowers, I've just battered you. And then just to finish this off, just bear with me while I faff. Got to get it right. I'm trying to overlap there. Bear with me, I know I'm faffing, but it's got to be right. I didn't think you'd be able to see that one, so I'm just going to pop a silver pearl on. That's it. And then just to finish off, we're going to add a couple of the mint shimmer pearls. Just make sure that's straight. Did I knock it? I did. That's better. So we're just going to have a mint shimmer pearl on there. going to have to weight that down when I've finished the live. In fact, I think I'm going to stop there. I think that's enough. So aside from the glitter, which I will have to do when this is set now, that is your demo number 2, which is using the stamps rather than the creative pack. So I just wanted to show you how versatile this little collection is, because there's something in there for everybody. So quick cards, in fact, they don't even need to be quick cards, because the creative pack lends itself to whatever your style is. I'll bring that in and show you close up in a minute. And then we'll do a quick recap. There we go. That's going to annoy me. So that is that was super quick colouring in. So we've got some pretties in there. We've got a couple of flowers. We've got the gifts. The beauty of the gift stamp is it doesn't matter whether you make it feminine or more masculine. Doesn't matter. You've got the tools there to be able to do it either way. So that is demo number 2, and that was demo number 1. So how different but beautiful do they look? Is that not just fabulous? And this is why I know this is going to be popular, because it's just too good. It's packed with stamps, with a stencil, which I haven't even used yet. I could have done the stencil in the background there. So let's do a quick recap. I'll do a quick recap and show you everything again, and then I will give you all the details again, and then that will be it until Wednesday. My coffee is cold. So let's just pop that to one side, and let's go through everything again, just to show you this awesome bundle of products. So you know it's an exclusive for Hobby Maker because it says it everywhere. So this is your 8x8, even if it is bigger, vintage celebration creative pack. So this is the first time ever that we've done a creative pack with 48 sheets. So this is a bumper creative pack, and within here you have 12 of the 250 GSM die cut sheets. Oops. So 6 designs, 2 sheets of each, and then you've got 36. 36 it's bigger than a paper pack. 36 of the coordinating paper sheets. So the cover gives you a really good overview of what the colour palette is and how beautiful this is. I'm not going to go through everything, but I'm going to flick through. So we've got the gorgeous scarlet red or summer poppy red with the dainty stars, the positive and the negative polka dots. Then we've got the stone with the same designs in the stone colour, the chocolate brown colour. Then we've got the, I don't even know what to call that's like a minty duck eggy colour. Yeah. Then we've got the biscuit colour. And then we've got the die cut topper sheets. So remember, there are 12 of these, 6 designs, 2 sheets of each. And it pops out like an absolute dream. You don't need to be Jeff Capes or a bodybuilder to be able to do it. So that's your first design. Your second. Oops. Yeah, your second design. So it's absolutely packed with cakes, cupcakes. You've got this one here with the presents and the birthday, and the birthday cake with the cupcakes and the cone. You've got the balloons there with the gifts. You've got loads and loads of gifts in there. Then you've got the bigger ones with the balloons, which you can obviously cut down and make smaller. And then you've got the cupcakes there. So that is your massive creative pack, which is just absolutely stunning. Then you've got the 2 stamp sets as we were just looking at, which gives you 29 individual stamps. And you've got the sweet treats and you've got the special gifts. Yeah. And they are stamps. And then to finish this off, we've got the Balloon Extravaganza 6x6 stencil that you can obviously run through, ink through, spritz through, texture paste through, run through your die cutting machine and use it as an embossing folder. And that is your gorgeous vintage celebration, limited edition, exclusive to Hobby Maker collection for their 4th birthday celebrations. It's absolutely stunning. So just a reminder, this is only available from Hobby Maker. You won't be able to buy this from us. You can only get this from Hobby Maker on my shows on Wednesday. Obviously, if there's any stock left, it will stay on their website. And my shows are, when I find the thingy, here it is. So I'm on Hobby Maker this Wednesday at 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. It's absolutely fabulous. And I'll just reiterate to those people who don't normally shop from Hobby Maker, honestly, get signed up, phone up when I'm on air, get your order in. It doesn't matter whether you don't ever order again from there, but I don't want you to miss out on this. We cannot sell anybody any, so there's no point even phoning my shop because we don't have any. It's exclusive for Hobby Maker, yeah. And there you go. I am now going to go and get a fresh drink, blow my nose because it's getting worse and worse by the minute, which I'm sure you wanted to know. And I absolutely love this, genuinely, hand on heart. I would use this all the time. So luckily I've got 2, but I don't think mine are going to last too long either. So there you go. So that is your bundle, and these are just 2 of the 2 cards that I've made tonight. Just showing you the versatility and all the different ways you can use it. So thank you very much, everybody. For just a reminder, if you haven't yet joined our Facebook group, you will find it there by searching for Crafting with Phill Martin and Sentimentally Yours. You do need to ask the 3 little security questions when you request to join our group. It's just like, how long have you been crafting? That kind of thing. It's nothing exciting. And as ever, please do make sure you have liked and followed our Sentimentally Yours Facebook page, and also our shop Facebook page. And you will find me also on the TikTok when I remember to put some new ones on. So there you go, everybody. I hope you love this as much as I do. I mean, you can just see the scope, can't you, of all the different ways you can use this. Fabulous. So thank you very much, everybody. I will see you on Hobby Maker on Wednesday. Don't miss the shows, 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock. And I will see you then. Thanks, everybody. Bye. Don't worry, I won't blow my nose while you still can hear me.